Hey, what's happening, guys? Boy, this is not going to be a long video because I just did this video. I just freaking did this with the GoPro, which is amazing. It's an amazing miniature camera. It's waterproof even. It's amazing. I mean, I even took a picture of this painting. Compared to if I had taken it with the phone, it would be shit, frankly, because it'll be like all white compensated. It'll be like too bright. But man, I checked the video. It's in 4K. It did a 4K time lapse video. I'm like, how the hell did I do that? I deleted it. What am I going to do with that? You can't even hear me talk. Man, oh man, that's the thing that I'm gonna have to look into with this camera. It's very annoying. It's I've done videos accidentally in 4K. It's supposed to be set at 1080p, 1080 DPI. 60 frames per second. That's what I have it set at. I guess I should have checked it before I started recording, or I must have hit a key. That's the thing. It's a touchscreen, right? So it's easily to touch something and screw it up. So now I guess I'm gonna have to. Oh man, I can't believe I gotta do this all over again. Oh, for Christ's sake. Jesus, Murphy. I mean, what a pain in the ass. God, I talk enough as it is. I'm hungry as hell now, and I'm like, I want to take a break. I've been working on this for like finishing this up 2.5 hours because I got a Honda Goldwing motorcycle commission I got to do. So, man, oh man. Anyway, it's such an inspiring day today here in Montreal. It's just mind-boggling. Probably about 5-7 degrees Celsius. It's I don't know, what are we today? The 6th of March, 2026. So anyway, but the GoPro, apart from that, is fantastic. I mean, look at this. I got her done. This is not a commission, as some people had thought. I mean, I really did this for myself because, this is one of the cars my dad had in the 80s that made me go bananas over classic cars. As you can see here, if you're not familiar with my videos, there's my 65 LeSabre. I'll try to put a little side note on that in the end. And my dad bought this car used with unknown mileage. I think it was a taxi at the time, or it was a taxi, and he bought an 84 for like $1,200, and there it is here in like 1990. And my dad putting a coat of wax on it. Of course, the other picture I got of it was actually when we got into sort of an accident. Not an accident, but the freaking rear wheel broke off on our way to Washington, D.C. The whole trunk was full. We were 6 people, including my grandparents. And of course, also this does an homage to the 79 Delta that Simon had, which is exactly like my dad's, except the exterior color was silver, had Corvette rally wheels on it, same color interior. This is just a bit off, actually. It's supposed to be lighter blue, just a touch lighter blue, so it's not exact, but what do you want? I'm working in a dark room here. I got 3 lights on in here. It's still kind of dark. That's why for me, when it's sunny outside, it's a big deal because, it's a little bit brighter in here. And obviously you have more energy, you feel better, Days like this, it's not exactly inspiring for sales, for example, like what I do. Generally, actually, it's funny because when I started doing this painting, when I drew it out and I started putting paint on it, I did a lot of things pretty much from memory because I'd looked at this car for so many years in the 80s, and then Simon had his for a couple of years. So it's a straightforward design. And again, at that time, the beautiful thing about old cars, certain models from the 90s and a lot from 80s and earlier, is that the more older they are, the more beautiful the dashboards were to look at as you're winding down the road. And basically, you're like on a sofa on wheels, And as I was telling my mom the other day, she didn't like this car though. She didn't like driving it. And but whatever. It really, as much as my dad had some troubles with it, it often needed brake work. Like I said, that thing with the wheel that broke off. The dash. The car had such high mileage. I mean, we don't even know what mileage it had on it, and you could put hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles on it. I mean, a lot of younger people, they think American cars are shit. No. There was a time at this time, generally speaking, for decades, people bought. If they didn't care about the gas, they looked at it this way, like my dad. The big cars were the most reliable. They were the best built, and the smaller the cars were, Japanese, whatever, they were garbage, pretty much. So that's why if you see a lot of old movies, you see these big old Caprices and Delta 88s and Crown Vics because they're built to take it. They're built to take the stunts, So so it was fun to do. It was a fun project to do. A little bit of trouble with the rear view mirror. The roof line here, just stuff like that, little things, the seat also. So there were some challenges, but generally, yeah, it went well. And again, it was fun to do. It's $300 as the 63 Impala you saw that I did, which is not here. It's actually in my hallway. And I'll show you guys some other stuff I have here really quick. Some of my original photos, paintings, you know. Yeah, if you're ever in my show, come and take a look, man. You know, bring dough. I take Interaki transfer. Of course, I sell my many vintage magazine ads, like you see over here, and they're here and over there, and they're here and they're behind me. So it's yeah, after I'd like to do maybe, well, not after, but sometime down the line, I'd like to do the dashboard of my 65 LeSabre right here. That'd be a lot of fun because it's an even maybe more beautiful dashboard. Also, it was very typical of that time. A lot of bright work, chrome and aluminum, and everything was much more metal. That's the thing I forgot to say, is that I remember my dad, he actually took this thing to, I think it was Barnaby Oldsmobile GM, whatever, down in Ville Saint Laurent there. I think that's what it was. And they took the whole dash apart to figure out why the hell it rattled so much. And they never fixed it. It still rattled. But again, the car had such high mileage. And again, we got shitty roads here in Quebec. That's what Quebec unfortunately is known for, crappy roads. So it took a toll on a lot of the plastic in here. So, oh yeah, one thing actually I didn't do correctly was I should have put an aftermarket radio. That's actually the radio from Simon's Delta in the photos I used. Actually, I'll see if I can maybe show you there. Yeah, there it is right here. See? Actually, let me just yeah, that 4K, the automatically filming in 4K thing with this phone, with this GoPro gets on my nerves. See, look, there it is. Yeah, shot I took in 2015, 2016. Anyway, so yeah, if you're interested in having me paint your Rambler or Studebaker or Chevy C60 or freaking a Hyundai Pony, even, whatever, money talks, man. So let me know. Wow, this camera gets hot. Not looking forward to see what that's gonna be like in the summer. But yeah, it was very amusing to make this. And yeah, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna take a break, then I'm gonna go buy a canvas, and I'm gonna start the Honda Gold Wing painting. Because a gentleman paid in advance, has to be paid in advance if you're interested in doing a painting for you, because I've gotten burned a couple of times many years ago, and I said to myself, I'm never doing that again. Case in point, this drawing I did back about, I don't know, 12 years ago or whatever, Jean Beliveau here, the famous Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, I knew this guy was Greek. So yeah, draw me. Yeah, I was an idiot. You know, I should have taken a payment. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, like I don't have any money to pay you. Right? It's like Buddy's '69 Cadillac there. It's like a good thing I didn't. Well, anyway, yeah, I didn't. You know, like he didn't pay me in advance, but whatever. It's like that's lesson learned. You know, it's when it comes to this stuff, you have to be paid in advance, because like Buddy with the Cadillac, he didn't pay. So it's like, yeah, pay my cars, okay, yeah, but you know, so that's the thing. It's like sales. You know, I've been doing sales so many years. How many people contact me and say, oh, I'm interested and I'm gonna come and this and that, or they're gonna buy. They don't do anything. I had a guy actually this past week or last week. What a putz, you know. I pulled out a whole bunch of car ads from 1955 because he's collecting car ads from 1955 because that's when he was born, and he never pays. And then a day later, I'm like, hey, you know, you pay. I'm gonna ship you tomorrow. Blah blah blah. He's like, oh, that's my wife that's in charge of the finances. What a loser, man. Another nut job, you know. Another one of these people just waste your time. It's just frustrating. So that's why my dream of flipping classic cars is dead in the water. I will never do that. So there you go, guys. And again, if you're interested in having me do a detailed painting of your automobile or vehicle, so just get in touch with me at Elton McFall, ELTON, McFall, MCFALL, Elton McFall at hotmail.com. Yes, I've had that Hotmail email probably for like 15, 20 years. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.